What have y'all been doing as a linebacker group and just the defense as a whole to make that happen?
Yeah, so as a linebacker group, we've been making sure to take command, make sure to get everybody aligned. There'll be times where we'll be playing against teams who tempo a lot, and you have to be able to think fast, be light on your feet, and make the adjustment. And those are critical times when you have to make negative plays. So if you don't trust yourself, if you don't trust your team, then it won't happen. And as a defense, we've made sure to meet a lot, compete with each other, and attack every day like it's our last.
How much do you embrace that? Like, how much do you take the good from last year? But what do you take from last year exactly?
100%. Great question. Yeah, so, last year happened. We had good, we had bad, we had indifferent, and you can't get too high or too low. Thankful for everything that happened, thankful for my teammates. Sad to see them leave, sad to see them go on to their new ventures, and some go to the league, but it's a new team, and we have to be consistent. We have to be who we said we are. Everybody has to have that same mindset. Maybe people are talking about who'll be this, who'll be that, preseason and all that, awesome. But, nothing's happened yet. It's 2025. None of that matters. So we can't be satisfied with what's happened in the past. We have to look towards the future and maximize it day by day. Right.
My expectation for this group is for us to keep taking steps. At the beginning of the offseason, we preached to each other that we wanted to win the Joe Moore Award. For those who don't know, that's the award for the best O-lineman in the country. And I feel like each day we're taking steps to that. What I can say to that is, just not getting complacent. I feel like each and every day, I try to tell my group and also myself, we got more to work for. So that's been the message this offseason. I just want all of our hard work, to really show itself the first game of the year. I feel like this team is a team that puts in a lot of extra work, a lot of extra hours on, in the dark when nobody is watching. So, I really expect that to come to the light come week one.
On the flip, when I talked to Keith, Coach Randall talked about how y'all just really trying to keep the ball moving forward every single play. What are y'all doing as the first line of defense to really make that happen?
Can you restate the question for me one more time?
How are y'all as the first line of defense on offense
right.
to really keep the ball moving forward every single play?
Right, that's our mentality. Coach Spav, he gives us a great scheme. He puts our players in great position. It's just up to us to execute. Like we were saying, I think we have a great offense. We have a lot of our key people coming back. But, before the season, that really doesn't mean anything. It's up to us to go out there and do it every Saturday night, and that's what we plan to do.
Omar, what can you say about the running back duo behind you?
Right.
Dawson, Bryson, what do they bring it?
Right. Yeah, Dawson and Bryson, the 1-2 punch combo we got at Baylor, both of them are super fast, super elusive, very knowledgeable of the game of football. I mean, they make it super easy to block for them. So, a lot of times, we could get the pat on the back and they're really just making a play, So I'm very thankful for those guys and the hard work they put in.
Yeah, so Trey and I go way back. We talked in JUCO about possibly playing with each other one day, and God blessed us with that opportunity, and so here we are today. But both him and Phoenix, they add veteran mindsets to the room. I think before that, we still had some younger guys in, but I love that they came in and got straight to work. No complaints. They understood the mission, assimilated well with the culture, and just bringing that energy that I think we needed this year.
I know they both kind of play differently. Do they fit well next to you? Do you feel they do?
100%. I think they both, like you said, they play differently, have different parts of their game. Phoenix is a speed guy. Trey is a mind guy, right? And I love playing by either or. It doesn't matter, right? Whoever's going to help the team and whoever's going to help us succeed and dominate and stop teams when our name's called. That's what's going to matter the most.
I don't know if you heard Coach Randall earlier. He talked about flooding and stuff like that. Kind of being a parent and things like that. How do those kind of things affect you guys? I mean, do you think about those things? I mean, as you guys start to get ready for fall?
Right, yeah. So It was, what was it? This was Thursday, and it just started raining for 4 days straight. I'm like, man, it's raining for 4 days straight. This is crazy. I had no idea about the floods until earlier this week, and so, man, it's sad. You know, I hate that's happening. You know, unfortunate events occur. All we can do is pray for them. Life is precious. Nothing is ever guaranteed, and the same thing with this game. That's why I tell the guys, that's why I tell myself, and be thankful for what you have. We're blessed, and maximize everything that comes your way, because you never know when it's over.
Added pressure on that first game. It's Omar. As you said, just knock out the Brad is doing that.
Pressure makes diamonds. That's what they say. For me, it's just pure excitement. Like, this is something you dream about. A lot of people grew up watching Auburn. I did. I was a big Cam Newton fan, and now getting to play against them, it's awesome. It's an amazing opportunity. We just want to show the world that we can compete and that we are who we say we are.
Speaking of that, with the expectations for this season, how motivated are you guys to live up to that expectation?
I wouldn't even say we're motivated to live up to it. We're just motivated to make it happen, to stay consistent and stay steadfast in who we are, to show that we aren't just people who say one thing and do the opposite. We truly believe in ourselves. I believe in my brothers. I believe in my coaching staff, and you know, everybody's worked hard for this moment, and we're just gonna flourish in it.
What did Alex Foster do? What are you doing this season to kind of honor him?
Yeah, Alex meant a lot. He was a joyful kid, a lover. Man, he was one of the, I wouldn't even consider him a teammate. I said a brother. I love that kid. You know, he was quiet, but he started to grow into himself. You hate when somebody that young with so much potential leaves this earth in, you know, such a manner. But again, that's life, and I just, you know, my heart pours out to his family and his friends, and losing somebody like that, it's a feeling that you can't describe. I'm just glad that we had the opportunity to go to Mississippi and send him off in the right manner and show love, and, you know, just another thing to add to why we want to be so great. We want to make sure that his name isn't gone in vain, that he can be remembered as someone who was a part of this team and a part of this culture that helped push Baylor into the next, I'd say, the next side of what we want to do here.
Anybody else?
Omar, is there still a chip on the shoulder of this team? Like, do you guys still play with that?
100%. I wish you could, go out and watch some of our spring practice or whatever, but every single day is heated. Whether I'm, bumping heads with KT or bumping heads with somebody else on the defense, it's all out of a place of, wanting to be great. I play against, great people I practice every day, and they all have a mindset that they want to win. Like, it don't matter if it's freaking day 8 of fall camp or day 7 of spring training. They don't matter. Like, the people I'm playing against every day, they want to win the drill, and that motivates me as well. So I just say there's definitely a big chip on this team's shoulder.